Hello. Hi, people. Can y'all hear me? Where you at, Georgia, Texas? I don't even see you on the screen. Are you at the bottom of the studio? Technical difficulties, everybody. If y'all can hear me, say hello. Are you there now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All
Hallelujah.
right. Thank you, Jesus.
I don't know what happened.
Listen, StreamYard has been dealing with me this whole weekend. They must not like me.
Okay. Well, I'm here now.
All right, well.
You probably going to start all the way over from what you was talking about because we didn't hear none of it. We just saw the screen.
Why not though? Because
Right.
it's gonna be a good show.
Okay.
All right. So give me 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. What's up, y'all? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and share this out. It's gonna be a good one. Let's get them.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yep, sound good.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
So back to the discussion at hand. How can this offensive staff maximize our guy, Michael Penix Jr.? So let's get into this. Who is Michael Penix Jr.? Michael Penix Jr. is not just a backyard quarterback. He is not just chaos football. As we know, our guy is rhythm. He is anticipation. He is timing. He thrives in the shotgun, and he also thrives when the read is defined. The one thing that we know, if the structure is there, he will punish any defense vertically. So the question is this staff that Kevin Stefanski has brought in here built to amplify the talent of Michael Penix Jr.? First up, Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator, aka the architect. Who is Tommy Rees? As we know, he came over from Cleveland with Kevin Stefanski. He was also the offensive coordinator for the University of Alabama. He was also the offensive coordinator for Notre Dame, as well as the quarterback coach. He is brought here to build the structure. Tommy Rees' role is to build a vertical passing frame that can give Michael Penix Jr. clear rhythm reads. That means define progressions, play action with exactly explosive intent, sequences that forces defenses into conflict. If Tommy Rees aligns the system around Michael Penix Jr.'s strength instead of forcing him into adapting into a Kevin Stefanski scheme, he can create a vertically aggressive identity, an offense that doesn't just move the ball, but stresses defense into every snap. So, in saying, if Tommy Rees, with him being the offensive coordinator, comes in here and takes the structure of Kevin Stefanski's scheme, as well as the structure for Michael Penix Jr.'s talents, and combine them into one, we should see something special with Michael Penix Jr. But it's not just Tommy Rees. It has to be a collective with the entire offensive staff. And that gets me into my next guy, Alex Van Pelt, the quarterback coach, aka the refiner. Alex Van Pelt has been brought in here to refine the layer. As the quarterback coach, he has been brought in here to make the development all about detail. Footwork must match route timing. Mechanics must stay disciplined under pressure. Progressions must stay simplified early, then expand over time. Alex Van Pelt's job is to reduce vitality. That means minimizing turnovers, sharpening anticipation, and building weekly game plans that attack defense tendencies. If Michael Penix Jr. evolves, mechanically and mentally each week, the consistency will follow. And that's one of the things we all been asking for with Michael Penix Jr. since he's been here, as well as these previous coaching staff. How is the development built around Michael Penix Jr.? Is it built for him to succeed or is it built for him to have failure? The one thing I can say about the previous regime, they had a plan, but they failed to stick to it. The plan was for Michael Penix Jr. to grow into an NFL quarterback over 2 seasons. In my opinion, they didn't have the right tools or the right teachers in place to make this work.
I agree. I agree. I think it was just too soon. Both people had injuries and they tried to play it under the table, and it just kind of hit them in the face. It was just like they knew better, but they decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab this quarterback because Kirk is not completely healed.
Exactly. And it's like, where's the teaching? We had too many 1 year guys, 2 year guys. If it went from Zach Robinson, TJ Yates, DJ Williams, there was too many 1 year guys.
I
And
think
they
they made a mistake when they made TJ Yates like he was like a jack of all trades. That was a tell sign that they didn't know what the hell was going. They should be doing with this offense, in my opinion.
exactly. And then that gets me into my next guy, Tanner Engstrom, the passing game coordinator, aka the engineer. For Tanner Engstrom, he has been brought in here to design and sequence the plays. This is about how the plays connect to the passing game as well as to the route, as well as to the run game. This is about the route combinations that can manipulate the coverage. This is about motions. This is about spacing. This is about red zone efficiency that finishes drives. So that's one of the things that we can say as Falcons fans that's been lackluster here for some time. Red zone efficiency. Yes, we have been good through the 20s, but when it's come to putting points on the board, we have been a little bland. So hopefully bringing in Tanner Engstrom, who has been with the Lions for 5 years prior to becoming the offensive coordinator for the Jets, hopefully some of those play designs with the structure of Tommy Rees, with the principles of a Kevin Stefanski scheme, hopefully we are able to unlock something special here in Atlanta. But in order for that to work, we have to make sure that the foundation and the protection of Michael Penix is correct. Make sure that the balance of this team, we are running the ball, passing the ball, disguising the offense to not just when you see the players line up, you already know what the play is. So that's one thing I love about the experience that Kevin Stefanski is bringing in to his staff. And that gets me into my next guy, the old man, the vet,
I
Bill
was happy about
Callahan.
that. Hey, love it.
Man,
That was a good pickup.
you brought in some real NFL knowledge. Like, and that's one of the things I love about this staff. You got Bill Callahan and Alex Van Pelt, the old heads. And then you got Tanner Engstrom and Tommy Rees. That's modern football. Then you got Stefanski, who's like in the middle of both because he's old, but in the NFL, he's still kind of young. So we getting a blend of both with him. So that's like boom. But when it comes to Bill Callahan, this man right here is the foundation builder. None of this what I have been describing for the past 20 minutes will work without protection. Bill Callahan builds the foundation. Protection integrity, edge, st- edge stability, interior communication. Penix strives when he steps into throws. If the pocket stays firm, especially inside, his deep accuracy becomes a weapon. Callahan's role isn't just blocking, it's building trust. When the quarterback trusts the pocket, the offensive plays with confidence. And we seen that last year. We seen the interior pocket just crumble at times, and Michael Penix will be shell shocked and just throw the ball away. And then people will just, oh well, he should have did this and he should have did that. Well, if he doesn't have time to step into his throws, how can he do these things? If he doesn't have an offensive line that can do their job consistently, how can he do his job? No quarterback can have success with a bad offensive line. And I understand some people would say, well, we had Dwayne Leffert. But from as we can see, Dwayne Leffert was only good in the zone blocking scheme. Our offensive line is about to expand. We are about to be doing zone blocking as well as gap schemes. Like this running game is about to be special. And with the running game being special, this will allow the passing game to be explosive, what we all been waiting for, to get back to a fast-paced offense to where the quarterback is dictating the game. But in order for this to work, the coaching staff that Kevin Stefanski has put around him has to unlock Michael Penix Jr. In my opinion, I don't see for no reason to bring in a veteran quarterback. If we're going to get rid of Kirk Cousins, why bring in Joe Flacco?
So why, or would you not want him?
Like, why? Like, me personally, I feel like the way that Kevin Stefanski has built this staff is for young quarterbacks. You brought in teachers. You didn't bring in a lot of guys who can say, hey, okay, this isn't bring in a Matthew Stafford and let's work with Raheem Morris start was with Kirk Cousins. This is okay, I have my staff. We can develop any quarterback that is brought in here. And I think that's one thing Kevin Stefanski seen from working with 13 quarterbacks in Cleveland. As long as I got developers and teachers on my coaching staff, we should be able to succeed.
Who would you bring in as your quarterback?
Michael Penix Jr., if we're looking at a quarterback in the draft, I would look at Garrett Nussmeier in the
Okay.
third or fourth round.
Mm,
If we're going to look at a quarterback undrafted, I would look at probably Drew Aller out of Penn State. If we're going to look at a free agent quarterback, I would look at somebody like Kenny Pickett, Will Levis, or if Michael Penix doesn't work out, then you can draft a quarterback in 2027, which with your first round draft pick in a way better quarterback class.
hmm
But I feel like this staff is built for a young quarterback, whether it's Michael Penix Jr. or any other quarterback, because this team is going to be a run first team with a dominant defense. So if you have a superstar quarterback or a game manager quarterback, it should work. But that gets me into my next slide in the development blueprint. So in year one, I feel like they're not going to just throw everything at Michael Penix Jr. at once, the way Zach Robinson and Raheem Morrison was intended to do. Here goes the playbook. Boom, take it, run with it. This is going to be a phase progression. Year one is all about the structure and the clarity. Simplify the reads, protection emphasis, and reduce vitality. Make everything as simple as possible. This is just like learning a new language on lingo, learning something new in math, take it a step by step. Year two, this when you open up the playbook, expand his progressions, introduce introduce the tempo control of the offense, and increase explosive play frequency. Now you're giving Michael Penix Jr. more handle onto the offense. Now you can start having an audible. Next time you go out, you might be in one play, but they gave you two or three plays if you see something in the defense that they don't see. In year three, this is strictly defensive manipulation, pre-snap control, and hopefully by this time we have taken over the NFC South. We have a playoff contention, and the development is not rushed. It's layered. If we come in next season to make the playoffs, oh my God, yes. If we come in year two and make the playoffs, that's good. But I feel like with this staff, it's about development,
Right.
growth, not rushing. That's like one of the reasons I say I don't see a 35, 36, 38, 41-year-old quarterback coming in here. It's going to be a young quarterback. We're going to have a roster of young quarterbacks because once we release Kirk Cousins, we only have one quarterback because
But
we
would
just
you
released.
develop two quarterbacks at the same time, a rookie and someone coming off injury? Or me personally, I feel a veteran would just for placement and bridge would be better somewhere in that, like a Flacco that already knows his role, that he's pretty much here to be a backup in the end, and
Yeah,
not much cost for that quarterback right now because we really don't truly know what's going to happen with Penix week one. Is he going to be really fully healthy, or should we kind of teeter him in slowly, but
that's
have him not start because we're just trying to be cautious.
that's why like if the progression of his rehab is on pace the way it is, then that's why I'm saying a guy like Kenny Pickett, he, he's coming in here to be a backup.
Okay.
Trey Lance, he's coming in here to be a backup. I feel like a guy like Malik Willis, you're not going to get him to come in here for less than 10 million
Right.
to be a backup, especially for 1 or 2 seasons. Like this is a like you can even bring Easton Stick back because this staff is all built on development. You can even go get a guy like Jameis because he's always willing to learn. Like, how can I say it? It's all about growth. Some of these like we seen it these past 2 seasons with Kirk Cousins. They wanted a quarterback to come in here, grab the playbook, and run the same way that Matthew Stafford did in LA. There was no teaching. I think Matt Ryan is giving this coaching staff an opportunity to develop a quarterback, whether it's Michael Penix Jr. or any other quarterback. So we don't be in the same situation that we was just in with Kirk Cousins. That's just my opinion.
And that's why I agree on just avoid that issue because the last few years we've just been having such a terrible quarterback situation, and we got to
Yeah.
avoid that this year to make this work.
For like since Arthur Smith, we've been just trying to bring in veteran quarterback, veteran quarterback. Yeah, we got Desmond Ritter, veteran quarterback, veteran quarterback. Now we got Michael Penix. None of that has worked because there was no development. Even with Arthur Smith, he didn't have a competent quarterback coach. He didn't have a competent offensive coordinator. At least now we have guys who have done this job that they're in for at least 5 years. But if this all works, if Tommy Rees designs it, if Van Pelt refines it, if Engstrand engineers it, and if Callahan protects it, then we don't just have a quarterback. We can truly have a top 10 scoring offense, a vertical explosive identity. We can go back to winning the NFC South and hopefully get a playoff berth. But more importantly, we will have sustainability. We will finally have a direction and a quarterback that can take us to the promised land ever since Matt Ryan.
Whew. Man, that'll be great.
A contender's window It's built on structure. It's built on coaching synergy and quarterback confidence. What I think Kevin Stefanski is trying to do with Michael Penix Jr., it isn't about maximizing his talent. It's about having a synchronized vision. And if we get it right, the narrative shift, it won't be Atlanta is still building. We're still a piece away. It's going to be we're winning games. We're back to being the kings of the NFC South as it should be. And we're in the playoffs. We're hosting a playoff game in the bins, but it all got to work. It all has to work.
I
So
hope it
when
does.
saying that, what is everybody's thoughts? How do they feel this offensive staff has been brought together to maximize our guy, Michael Penix Jr.? Big Will, what's up, my guy?
Well,
What's happening? What's happening?
So what's your thoughts, Big Will? What are your thoughts on this offensive staff that has been brought in here to maximize Michael Penix Jr.?
Uh, well, like I was saying, man, like they brought all this, they brought all this experience in here to help with this young quarterback because they seen what happened with the previous regime with this quarterback, and basically the statement he made, like he got nobody to go to. So, hey, you ain't got that excuse right now. You got plenty of experience to go to right here. So I think they brought this in because they believe in this quarterback. Now I don't think they're gonna get another young quarterback in the draft or whatever unless you don't believe in this quarterback. So I see like them bringing in like a backup, a veteran, you know what I'm saying, a veteran backup to have in here just in case he's not ready on time. So like I was thinking like what Boss Lady was saying on the Joe Flacco, Tyrod Taylor, someone like that. You know where you ain't got to spend no compensation for. They already free agent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see. I really think they believe in this quarterback, so they're gonna give him every opportunity to succeed. That's why they brought so much experience around him.
Yep. And and that's what I think as well. Because when it comes to Matt Ryan, like we all seen, if you don't have a coaching staff for your quarterback, it ain't gonna work. We done seen all the top quarterbacks in the beginning when they didn't have of the right OC, the right quarterback coach. It didn't work. Just look how long it took somebody like Josh Allen to develop into Josh Allen we see today. But you got to put the right coaching around these quarterbacks. It's like that's where I felt like we failed at the last 5 years, especially these last 2 years, especially when you got a first round quarterback and you don't got the right coaches to develop a quarterback, and then you're looking at this quarterback as a bust, aka Sam Darnold. They didn't put the right pieces around Sam Darnold, and just look what happened these last 2 years.
yeah.
330, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's going on? Happy Sunday to everybody.
Happy
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yo, it's raining up here though. How's that weather in Atlanta?
Beautiful, but cold.
Man, this
It's
weather out here weird.
sunny and windy.
Okay.
It was like 68 yesterday, and then I went out this morning to go get my coffee. It was like 84 degrees.
Oh, that's too hot.
No, but it's a cool 84 because of the mountains. So
Makes
we
sense.
so like a 84 really feel like a 74, 75.
Okay, you
But
want me to chime in about this Michael Penix?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, I'm glad I came in behind Big Wheel. Um, I like what he said about the trust and the believe in Michael Penix because I wasn't thinking on that level, but I'm glad he said that because that's going to be very important. Um, especially with the offensive minded coaches that they brought in. My only dilemma is right now is the wide receiver room, and when is he going to be able to come back? Nobody knows that part, and I think that's going to determine who they're going to bring in to start the season with, either on the bench or starting. Either way it go, his estimated time to come back is going to be very crucial to the quarterback move. But I do think they believe in him, and they're going to give him every opportunity to be what he's supposed to be. But as far as that wide receiver room supporting him, he just need them precision route runners.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that, because that I know I've been looking at his film, his tape, and that's what he has to have. He have to have precision route runners like a Calvin Ridley. Hint.
Listen, I said this yesterday. Why not? Like, I understand the outside stuff, but if we just looking at the new front office and the Calvin really would fit in the Kevin Stefanski offense. If you look at the type of receivers he had in Cleveland, if you already got Drake and if you already got Mooney, possibly or not, a Calvin Ridley and Drake is
Not,
deadly.
not.
Hey, if you release Mooney, that's 7 million. If you release Mooney, that's 7 million that you saving. We can go get a number two. I feel like with the way this team is laid out, people is going to want to come to Atlanta. Like, we finally got an offensive identity. We can get some players to come to Atlanta.
Who was Calvin Ridley getting the ball thrown to him from whom in Atlanta?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Okay. Calvin Ridley's only downfall was I think he got shell shot when Julio left.
I think
That's
that's
His
what
what
it
I,
was. He's supposed to have been,
He ain't.
the
He
pressure
ain't
was
got
on to
no
be that
heart.
number one.
He ain't got enough heart for me. I'm sorry. I'm good on him.
okay.
I'm good. I'm good, bro. If I'm a receiver and I got the chance to be the number one guy, nigga, I'm taking that and running with it.
Yeah, he did fall off a cliff when
I'm
he
taking,
had the number one though.
bro. I'm taking that and running with it, bro. Plus,
And come
he's
on.
scared to go across the middle. He's scared to go across the middle, bro.
So who's
But
I'm
the
now,
good.
equivalent
Yeah.
to Calvin Ridley in the league or in college, coming out of college?
Oh, that'd be like a Zachariah Branch, great route runner, quick.
Denzel Boston out of
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah, yep.
Okay.
Denzel, good. That dude out of A&M, good.
Yep. Concepcion.
Yeah,
Okay, I go with that. But I'm just saying that type of route runner.
for sure. But
Now,
that's
with Ian Cunningham being here, is there some type of way that we can possibly get DJ Moore in free agency?
Oh my God.
no Chicago ain't gonna let that man leave.
They not gonna do it. Boy, I wish
They
they would.
Right.
if they let DJ Moore leave, they don't have nothing at the receiving core.
Remember, they got Luther Burden, who they drafted last year. Then they still got Romo
Zunga, right?
Dunze.
Yeah, Zunga.
Then they got the tight end Colston Leveland, who they drafted last year as well.
Doomsday gonna get double teamed on every damn route if Moore leave. Doomsday getting doubled everywhere.
But that is true.
They ain't got nothing else
Pandemic,
down
what's up,
there.
my brother?
Pandemic. What's up?
Cowboy. But DJ Moore, I think that's like wishing on a star, but we
Hey,
need that
what's
precision type running. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. What's up?
He might be delayed.
Okay.
I don't think
But
he can hear or something.
and then like that's another thing. If you release Mooney, you only got two wide receivers on this roster. That's Drake and that's Casey Washington.
And we got rid of the only top opener that we have. Unless they're gonna work with Chris Blair.
I don't know, because Chris Blair been here how long? Like 3, 4 years.
He a veteran now.
Yeah.
Y'all, what's going on? Sorry about that.
Hey, how you doing? We hear
What's
you
going
now.
on?
Okay, maintaining. Trying to enjoy this day, relax a little bit.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
I like Chris Braswell. Like, and, and then it's like with this offense, are we gonna go all big receivers? Like you got Drake. Do we retain Kyle Pitts? Do you do you bring in somebody like a Chris Braswell? Like that's almost another Drake with more speed.
At the right price.
Where he's he'll be in the draft. He's coming out of University of Tennessee.
Right.
Who you talking about?
Chris Braswell.
Oh, okay. See, I think they're gonna bring Donnell Mooney back. I think they're gonna bring him back at a new price. They're gonna redo his little contract, and they're gonna bring him back. Cause I think he got the potential. He just was injured last year.
Yeah. And still bring in one more receiver, whether it's
Yeah,
free agency
we're gonna
or the
bring in
draft.
another. Yeah, we're gonna bring in another receiver for sure.
Is there a date on when they have to have that deal done with Moore?
Well, that
Mooney.
free agency open up on the 13th. The
Okay.
new league year. That's when they open up. But they
Okay.
can talk to him now. They can start talking now. Of the guys on their roster, they can. Yeah.
So Big Will, I'm glad you're here. Did you see yesterday that Devontae Williams signed a 3-year, 24 million deal with the
Well,
Cowboys?
he did a handshake with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had put it in the chat. Like that's what I see Al getting around that. So that
So
would make. That's what I'm saying. That's why I believe we could bring Algier back if he's what you call that? Man, I can't even get the word out. If this coaching staff can get him to believe that they're gonna use him more, like a 1A 1B type back. You feel what I'm saying? I
yeah.
can see him coming back at that price or even lower. That's the range. Because Williams did more than what he did, so that's what you can argue when you talking about Algier contract. You can argue, well, this guy was better than you. You know what I'm saying? He did more for this team. And we can still get Algier around that $6 to $8 million frame. And I think we can afford that.
What's your
Yeah,
thoughts on this, Cowboy?
yeah, I agree totally. Algier expressed like to the point where he said he wants to be here in Atlanta. He don't mind being here. So I would do. I mean, it's not like we can't afford him. We will have to trim some fat off the team, so to speak. But we could definitely afford him. It's all about two things. Well, one thing actually, are we willing to pay him that much? He's definitely worth it. We saw how important he is to the offense and what he does for Bijan. So I would actually, find that way to to retain him. I mean, he wants to be here, so let's accommodate him. I mean, he definitely helps us out. Third down conversion. I mean, he actually one of these guys, one of the running backs that can actually come in and be the first down running back. So he's definitely an asset to the team. So let's make it happen.
Oh yeah. 330. What's your thoughts on Tyler Algier?
Hey man, I want to keep him. Because he's proven that he can do both duties. He can be the 1,000-yard running back, and he can be a great backup or finisher, so to speak. Um, I think what it's going to be is the contract going to fit him? Whatever they offer him, and are they going to be able to come to an agreement, and he just stay in his role? I don't know how the scheme is going to look, and if they're going to be able to up his production. I think that's going to be important to him. But I would love to keep him. I don't even want another running back to try to take his spot.
All right.
Ms. Maggie?
I agree. I mean, I want to keep him. But we do have to trim some fat around here, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the ones that gets to go because he's going to want to go start somewhere. I feel another team would probably want him,
Yeah,
but of
but
course, I would like to hold on to him, but
But
I don't know. It
my
really
question
depends
to
on
you,
the offensive staff. You know what direction they're trying to go.
I
my question
agree.
to you, boss lady, how many teams can he go start for? That's got
Mm,
starting jobs. Now the starting jobs that are available on sorry teams, but any good teams or
Yeah.
whatever, you're going to be sharing the backfield. So that's the thing I'm looking at. I'm saying he's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be sharing regardless,
right.
Great
and I
point.
think he can get his bang for his buck here in Atlanta because he
Yeah.
know the
I agree.
area. You know what I'm saying, and he gonna get paid what he the most he made was $1 million. So if I come to you
Exactly.
to the table, hey man, I'm willing to give you $7 million a year. Give you a 3-year contract, 21
You
million.
ain't
You
gotta
feel
do
maybe
that.
15.
You can give
You know
him
what I'm saying?
half of
I
what
know I can get him lower than that. I know I can
half
get
of
him lower
what
than that.
Javonte Williams. Javonte got 3 years, 24. You get Tyler 3 years, 12 with 8 million guaranteed.
No, I ain't getting. I'm gonna give him something that make him feel good. I'm gonna give you $7 million
Mm-hmm.
a year. Come on, what you want to do? He gonna sign it
Right.
because he love Atlanta and he
Yeah.
making more money than he ever made. So he gon' you know what I'm saying? Cause in it,
Yeah.
you can't name me nothing. Probably about 2 teams, and they both sorry that he can go start at right now. They're probably the Jets and got
You're right.
The
I
you know
didn't
what I'm
think
saying.
about
So
Washington.
that.
like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you're gonna be sharing the backfield. So why not share the backfield with somebody you know, especially if
That you're
this
familiar with.
right,
right.
especially if this
And
new coaching staff come to you and say, look, I don't see you as a backup. I see you as a 1A 1B. I don't think
that
they
was
use
exactly
you
what
the
I was
right
about
way.
to
You
say
know what I'm saying? So
with
yeah.
the with the addition of Coach Engstrand coming from Detroit. Tyler, look, I've seen David Montgomery and Gibbs work. We could do the same thing with you and B. John. Stay right here in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And
And
his
Absolutely.
we've been
name,
talking about that dual threat, triple threat. We need to redevelop that.
Yeah.
and with
And we've
running
been
behind B. John, his name is going to always be in those conversations of top running back duos. And like Big Will said, why would he leave Atlanta and B. John to go to a sorry team to just be sorry?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
you'll
doesn't
have a
develop
start.
him at all. You're right.
Right. You'll have a
Yeah.
starting job, but you'll be miserable as hell. You in New
Right.
Jersey, miserable as shit.
Right.
come on now.
And cold.
Yeah.
Well,
Would you
he
would
from
you also
Utah. He's from Utah. He used to the cold, but
Mhm.
yeah.
One
But
thing
that
we have to
don't
look
make
at too is how the team has already been developed as as far as the nucleus. When you look at the guys that have been playing together, Penix, Bijan, Tyler Algier, Pitts, Drake, they developed a bond right on that offensive side of the ball. So I mean, you even saw clips out there where they were out shopping together, just hanging out together, that type of thing. So I think like you said, if he goes in place else, he's not going to be like really truly happy, right? Then you really got to consider the chances of him reaching the playoff with a different team. The only team you can really see him being happy with is if he has a chance to go past, be able to play in the postseason or possibly in the Super Bowl. But like you said, Will, like how many teams out there are in that position to bring in a running back that could that's out there that needs a running back and can have the possibility of going into the postseason. It's not many. I don't even think it's like maybe one or two. But then you got to consider how much money that they're going to be willing to pay him because he's
but
going to want to start if he leaves. But here he can actually get the touches that makes sense. Because like Bijan, and what people don't realize too, the way Stefanski, and I'm not that guy that's going to sit here and say, hey, Stefanski is the answer that we need, because I'm still not sold on it, right? But I'm going to give a man a chance because he wears that red and black. But just because of his offensive mindset, as opposed to Raheem Morris, is going to be totally different. His 12-man offense that he likes to use, 12 personnel offense that he likes to use, that's going to typically open up this offense. I mean, we're going to see Warner actually step into the limelight as an offensive weapon. We're going to see the tight ends become like not a primary receiver, but we're going to see them actually be a factor, not just out there just because we need a block, right? What it does for Pitts, I don't know, because I'm not sold on Pitts being extended on this team. I mean, a lot of people see it, but I just don't like the fact that he waited until his contract year to ball out. You know, and he got his yards because Drake London wasn't on the field. But
Yeah.
and then typically in the past, I know this is a different game, but typically in the past, when a player comes in, he signs a huge deal, and gets brought back to the team. That next season, that player disappears, and you wonder, like, man, we should have not have paid him all that money. I'm just not sold on paying Kyle Pitts, Travis Kelce money, and Travis Kelce don't make 18 million, so I mean, or 16 million. So I'm just not comfortable doing that. But at the same time, Kyle Pitts does have chemistry with Penix, so.
Right.
Maybe, I know, I'm 50-50 on that. I'm just not really sold all the way in on it. But this offense is going to look totally different.
Let me ask you that question.
Come
So those seasons that Kyle Pitts didn't produce, was they scheming him up?
And that's the thing. With Matt Ryan, they did. Obviously, because
I'm talking about the years that he didn't produce. Was they scheming him up?
Okay. No, they didn't. But he did have an opportunity to be schemed up.
That's what I go back to when I hear folks talking about, well, Drake London had the same siren quarterbacks and all that, but it was scheming Drake London open. You got to scheme him. He can't throw the ball to himself.
And that's what I agree.
You know what I'm saying? At this point, he's doing cardio. He's doing cardio out there. If you running all these routes and you coming open and ain't nobody throwing you the ball, what else am I supposed to do? I get discouraged off that shit. I know they professional, but shit, you play football. You go out there, if ain't nobody giving you the ball and you open, nigga, you gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna be mad as shit.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
so
they was using Kyle Pitts as a decoy.
Yeah, he was the clear out guy. He was clearing folks out. So like,
but going back to the contract situation, I feel like these guys, like, the same way y'all was like, yeah, they hang out off the field, they do this together, get together. That's why yesterday when I was saying I can see Drake taking 27 team friendly type deal to keep Kyle Pitts, to keep Tyler Algier, to keep the core of the offense together. Everybody's saying he gonna get 30, 33. I can see the way that these guys are intact. I can see them all doing something to make sure that the core is together. Because the only way, because I look at it like Stefanski came here to play with Bijan, Drake, Kyle Pitts, Tyler Algier, and possibly Mooney. He came here for those guys. I feel like Drake and those guys will take a team-friendly deal, but I'm not saying Drake gonna take 22, 24, 25, but you can still give them anything under 30, more than 25 is still a team-friendly deal.
I give him 25 and throw 5 in the center. Make him earn the other 5.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna pay no non-quarterback over 30 million. I'm sorry. I ain't paying nobody who don't touch the ball every time over 30 million. I'm not doing it.
A 5-year extension.
Too much talent out there.
Include his 5th year, so it's a 6-year extension. So you give him 5 years, 135, 120 million guaranteed, and that put him at 27 million a year. But this season he'll only count for 16 million against the cap. And they give you room to re-sign Pitts and re-sign Tyler Algier. And then after that, you focus on Bijan next year and include his 5th year option.
Yeah, you can re-sign Pitts right now. You can re-sign Pitts at 14, 15 million a year, and he'll take it.
Yeah.
Easy.
And the thing is, if somebody do come calling for Pitts, I'm going to see how bad they want him. They got to show me how bad they want him. Yeah, that's the only way I'll move on from
tag Pitts, or we can transition exclusive transition tag and do Pitts how the Ravens did Lamar Jackson. All right, if you sign Pitts, you got to give me a 1st round draft pick.
Yeah, you got to give me something for him. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just the time after his injury, I've just paid attention to like that part of his career where he didn't come back the same. Then you saw in a lot of plays where he was like lackluster, going after balls, especially the ones that he know, like the ones he caught when he was a rookie. going across the middle. He did. I'm not expecting every player to sacrifice their body, right? Because some people, you do have to protect your body. But at the same time, when he was a rookie, he was more apt to go up for those passes, the ones that he didn't go after, like the past couple, not this season, the season before. And you saw the plays where he just kind of like gave up, didn't sell the play. And I don't know what happened between him and Kirk Cousins, but it definitely showed up on the field with the play, and they didn't connect. So I keep
Kyle
saying
Pitts
this.
ain't give up that number 8 jersey. That's
Yeah,
what
I
happened
still
between
say
him and
that,
Kirk
bro.
Cousins.
And
I still,
Kurt will
the
do it.
jersey.
hey, I still say that to this day, man. Because them players, they are. I mean, they
Yeah,
go in
yeah.
on those jerseys, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
Kirk Cousins
you got,
got mad. He charged him for that jersey. You know what?
My
yeah,
whole thing with Kyle Pitts, like 5 years in, looking at what Kyle Pitts, I understand he was a 4th overall pick, but if we stop expecting him to be a 1,000-yard tight end, Kyle
mhm,
Pitts is Kyle Pitts' production as a tight end has been solid.
yeah,
That's why I can see them re-signing, because if we just look at him as a tight end in the NFL, these last 2 seasons, he has progressed in being a tight end. If we stop focusing on 4th overall pick, you better have 1,000 yards, you better have 10 touchdowns. But if we be realistic and say, as long as Kyle Pitts got 600 to 800 yards with 5+ touchdowns a season, that's a win.
right,
That's
right,
how you look at it as a tight end. That's what you expect from a tight end. So start looking at him as a tight end. That's what he is. Even though he
yeah,
can get you 1,000 yards, don't expect him to do it.
Right.
That's
And I
what he
feel
don't.
like
You know what I'm saying?
that's where folks still fault Kyle Pitts. He was the 4th overall pick. You better have 1,000.
No,
How
they
many tight
yeah,
ends is really getting 1,000 yards every year?
what
yeah,
they is. We
yeah,
we we so we so spoiled on certain shit. He gave you that 1,000 yard on his rookie year.
yeah,
You think he supposed to did it every damn year?
yeah, yeah,
No,
And,
that ain't.
and
But that was
even
by
going back to
default.
his rookie year, name another wide receiver on that team.
yeah,
We traded Julio. Calvin really got suspended. You had Russell Gage. You had Justin Hardy. You
mhm,
had, like, who else was Matt Ryan gonna throw the ball to?
right,
See,
right,
I
That was
don't
just
even like
like
folks
Brock
using that.
Bowers' rookie year. Just look at what Brock Bowers did his rookie year, and then look what Brock Bowers did this past season.
And
Did he
I'm a,
have a
mhm,
thousand
I
yards?
don't even like folks using that excuse because, like, if
yeah,
I'm the only receiver on your team, what the defense gonna do?
Come on now.
Double and
They
yeah,
gonna
triple.
scheme. They gonna scheme up for you. So I don't even like
Yeah.
folks using that excuse, bro,
and
because
my
that ain't
thing
no
is,
yeah,
excuse.
I'd rather them spread the ball a lot more. I mean, I want everybody to get 1,000 yards in the game, but of course, we're predictable about who they're going to give it to. So
yeah,
Right,
definitely spread
right.
it out a little bit more. So it's like I don't know who's going to get the ball and run it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Well,
that's
that
the
listen,
too
problem with
was
us.
the
With go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna
uh,
say, let's just be honest, man. Kyle Pitts has been quietly good as a tight end overall, stat wise. His biggest problem is us and our expectations.
That's exactly what it is. That's
I'm just gonna
Right.
be honest with you. I got
us
caught
and
up
the
in the
play
draft
caller. The play
politics.
caller not getting him the
Yeah.
ball.
And then
Exactly.
when we got them guys that wasn't getting him the ball, instead of us looking at the scheme and the play calling, we blame Kyle Pitts. And I'm
yeah,
one of them initially. I'm gonna
yeah,
be honest.
That's
Yeah,
man.
We
but
Hey,
all did.
that's man of you right there. That's
yeah,
man
yeah,
of
yeah.
you to admit to that.
I
Well,
was
this
now.
this is this is where I fell in with it, right? I looked at what not other receivers, other tight ends are doing too, and I'm thinking like, okay, we need that, we can do that, we could do that, and I look for Kyle Pitts because of his rookie season. He had 1,000 yards, and I'm like, okay, he can get close to that. I'm not expecting him to get 1,000 yards because that's actually tough, to get 1,000 yards, especially as a tight end. But because he did it, I'm like, okay, he might not get 1,000 yards this season, every season, but he can come close and be a definite weapon for us, like how Travis Kelce is for the Chiefs, and be like I said, a definite weapon for Penix. And like I said, that tight end position is like a bailout position for any quarterback, a quarterback friendly type of guy. And to me, Kyle Pitts has not stepped into that part of it, right? But at the same time, I blame like the whole offensive woes that we had last season typically on I don't even want to call his name no more because he's not here. But
Yep.
you gotta know who our old OC is. I mean,
Nah,
I
right.
agree that went
Because
wrong with the
instead of having
offense.
that security blanket, when you're like, think about it, Michael Penix had we can all sit here and can we really name a play to where he had a security blanket to check down right in front of him. The check down was always to the flats, to Bijan or whoever was in the flats. That was the check down. That was his safety net. Instead of having something right in front of him, behind the linebackers, behind the line pass rush, he had nothing. There was nothing never in front of him. He always looking outside of the numbers to make a play. That was
You
my
had him
whole
on
thing about the old
5 and 7
OC
step drops.
play calling. Like, why is everything outside the numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And let's think about it. The 2 years he had production, you know what I mean? He was a top 5 tight end. Top 5 both times. You know what I'm saying? So like we see what he can do when he's schemed up and he got somebody to throw him the ball. He can produce. So why are we blaming him because he can't throw the ball to his damn self? We're gonna blame him because he can't scheme himself up? That's not his problem. If he out there, we've seen so many times, we can go out there and watch the film and we see this motherfucker running wide open. We like, damn, why the ball ain't coming?
Yeah.
This motherfucker wide open because our play caller with the goddamn crayon book back there got
Waffle
everything
House
with the,
menu.
you know what I'm saying? Got everything with a 5 step drop with a route take time. Got everybody running choice route. Why is everybody running damn choice routes? Everybody running choice route. Do you not know how to scheme up a route? Y'all go out there and choose which way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really don't even think he had a playbook because he ran the same 5 plays out of different formations. I mean, like when you got people in the stands calling your plays for you before you even hit the field, because if we go on 3rd and 6, somebody in the stands already saying, okay, this is what we about to do. Nobody in the stands should know what the offensive coordinator is doing.
That's the point of bringing in experience. He had nothing of his own. He was strictly trying to reinvent the Sean McVay playbook for Bijan all. And because just think about what they kept saying. They kept emphasizing we're gonna use Bijan the way that the 49ers use Christian McCaffrey, but they not adding in the fact they use their tight ends, they use their fullback, they use their wide receivers. They don't just use Christian McCaffrey. And I feel like that's where they feel that there was no creativity when it came to this offense. You just gonna run these same 15 plays, but implement them different. Right. There was no adjustments, but now you got guys on this coaching staff. They all can say they've been an offensive coordinator. So hopefully they all should hold everybody accountable to what's going on. Like, it's no more, they all friends, but I don't see this coaching staff as a buddy system because they all had to get the Matt Ryan approval before they was a part of the staff. I feel like
I want to add to it. I like that Stefanski, he won't shy away from taking over play calling if there is a need as well. Especially with this guy being the first, this is year 2 for him. He doesn't have a problem with stepping in if he need to. So I feel pretty good about that, at least.
But then again, we forget that Stefanski gonna be in on creating the plays. So Rees might be calling the plays, but Stefanski gonna be in heavily on creating the plays. So that's what we got.
That's what he said.
So
he said that. He said that Stefanski is gonna be his caddy. In the play calling. Because any good golfer knows he ain't no good without his caddy.
You need a good caddy, exactly.
Yeah, true indeed.
You need that caddy to get you out your head for a minute. Hey, look, man, you might need to go at this in a new approach.
Exactly.
You need that. And anybody that Nick Saban endorsed, I'm with it. He endorsed this young guy. He say he believe in this young guy. Oh, you ain't got to say no more, Nick Saban. I hear you. This man endorsed this OC. So I'm gonna sit here. I'm excited, really. I'm excited to see what's going on because what they're bringing in here got me thinking, hey man, we might got something going. But I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying. For the people who have doubts, y'all got every right to have y'all doubts. But what I'm saying, don't knock it down before it gets started. Don't do that. Let it get started first. Then I'm with all the. Hey, I told y'all, okay, I eat all the crow I want, all the crow y'all want me to eat. But let it play out first. Let play out first.
Right.
But that's why my statement earlier, I feel like the staff they put together is to develop a quarterback. No matter if you have a quarterback, this is going back to the New England Patriots with Tom Brady. Yeah, they got Tom Brady. They know who Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is their guy. But
Hmm.
they kept drafting a quarterback and developing a quarterback. And eventually, a quarterback got traded away for first round or second round draft picks. Ryan Mallett, Jimmy G, Matt
Hmm.
Castle, Case Keenum. They all was
Yeah.
drafted by the Patriots and then got traded away for draft picks. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like, you know who your starter is, but this staff was brought in to keep that developmental process going.
Yeah. You're exactly right. And if you don't mind, Texas boy, I'm gonna bring out a comment that ATL 251 said. He asked, can't we exclusive tag Tyler Algier too? That is an option.
Yeah, you
And that
put it
may
here
be
though.
one of the,
Yeah, you
yeah,
put it here though.
that money may attract Tyler at that 1 year option, which will actually have him, if he comes in and do the job like he did last year, he can actually, when free agency come around April, he have a leg to stand on, especially if he performs like he did like the last couple of years. So that may be attractive to him.
Hey, can I piggyback on that right quick?
Yeah.
We're talking about the production of Algier, and maybe he'll be more involved. But if you look at Montgomery from last season, he only had like 12 more carries than Algier, but he had 200 more yards. And if you all remember last season, Algier was doing a lot of closing games out. So some of those carries were garbage carries, in my opinion. So
Hmm.
this scheme might feature him with the same amount of touches, but they're going to give him more opportunity to get those yards, to be
Right.
more productive
Right,
yard wise.
more impactful touches.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be a hard sell for him to stay and get more money,
Yeah.
and the scheme is going to make him look better stat wise, and
Yeah.
like you said, be more impactful on that offense. So I think it'll be an easy sell.
Yeah.
Um,
True.
So
you know,
And we,
let's think about it now. We all love Bijan, but if we run him down to the ground and he get injured, what now?
yeah. True that.
Exactly.
True
That's
that.
what we
that's what
got to
I'm
think
talking
about.
about.
What now?
And
It's
If
a
I'm
done
you
deal
sure.
again.
if you
Yeah.
got a backfield this talented as you got right now, and you use them
Hmm.
accordingly, you remember what happened with Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman when
Yeah.
they was using consecutive.
Hmm. Yeah.
Come on
Defense
now.
Yeah.
didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And I'm sure we can all gonna agree on this too. Zach Robinson severely underutilized Tyler Algier. Severely.
He didn't know what he
You
was
know.
doing with all the talent.
Yes,
He already
Right.
said
because
himself, like, I didn't know my I didn't know my roster, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know my roster. Nigga, that's the first thing you learn when you come in
Yeah.
here. You gotta
Yeah.
learn your
yeah,
roster, what they
because
capable of.
think
How you
about
gonna
Hmm.
it.
come and say you didn't know? Yeah,
The
I ain't gonna even
2024
talk about it.
season,
Bro.
the
Good luck
uh
telling baby. He
the
might go over there and look
2024
for some,
season,
you know what I'm saying?
every
Yeah.
every beginning of the third quarter, what do we always do? That right there was the Tyler Algier show. The beginning of the half, that was always the Tyler Algier show.
Yeah. True indeed. True
This
indeed.
season, they went away from allowing Tyler Algier to tire out the defense at the beginning of the half. Like,
Exactly.
why? Like, y'all was too focused on Bijan getting his numbers instead of the offense pounding the ball. Y'all already said that Michael Penix was doing this and that, so simplify the game. You
Yeah.
already said Kirk Cousins couldn't do this. Simplify the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
True
got a
indeed.
double head muster back here, and you went away from it. Like,
Hmm.
that's my whole thing. Y'all came in here saying this is why y'all chose this team because of the offensive staff. You already got weapons. We are a quarterback away, but you come in here and you stop using the weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Yeah.
It's
Uncle
like,
Steve.
Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve's in the building.
Yeah.
shout out to Uncle Steve's Lounge. Like, share, subscribe. I feel like that's what my statement earlier. I feel like Stefanski, Kevin Stefanski didn't just choose this team to choose this team. He
Hmm.
chose this team because of what's in place? Okay, I got a young upcoming defense, so let me keep the defensive staff.
Mhm.
That way, my focus isn't on the defense. Everybody could see last season our downfall was the offense. And then they
Right.
try to say, well, the defense couldn't stop nobody. Well, the offense couldn't stay on the field.
Yeah.
How many times the defense get a stop and then they got to turn right back around and go back on the field?
Right.
Then
Right.
and then folks wonder, oh, why are we rotating so many players?
Yeah.
It's like in order for the defense to be even more effective than what it was, the offense got to do their part as well.
Mhm.
The offense has to sustain drives and put points on the board. And that's why that comment Matt Ryan made when he was on the Pat McAfee show, when he was like, are you going to kick field goals? And Matt Ryan was like, I like points. You put
Right.
points on the board.
Right. Exactly.
It shouldn't
Exactly.
be no reason why we're within the 20 and we leave without putting points on the board. People talk about Matt Ryan, but how many times did we walk off taking three and that
Yeah.
3 point saved us?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Hey,
Shout out
oh,
Coach
I was
Unchained.
looking at Uncle Steve's statement, and I want to ask because I'm not into the numbers or the money like that. But what kind of offer would he be getting from these other teams that would just sweep him away from the Falcons?
Who was that?
Algier.
Anything over 5 million a
Yeah.
year?
Yeah. Yeah. And we could
Because
definitely
I
afford that.
because I look at a lot of teams
Would
now.
we give him that?
I think we
Absolutely. We
could.
should. We should. Yeah. If Stefanski wants that offense to to be the way it is or the way he's predicting it to be, he'll be better off with a dual threat running back, especially with that 12 personnel team.
Yeah, I feel like now in today's NFL, everybody has a multiple backfield. Like, yes, you have your number one might be a name, but there is no longer your number one running back getting 30, 40 carries a game.
Yeah. Yeah. It shouldn't. Shouldn't.
Yeah,
Just look at
not too many teams got bell horse running backs.
Right.
right. Just look at the Seahawks. They would have had a two-headed monster, but Charbonnet got hurt. Just look at the Patriots. They had Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Henderson, yep.
Yeah.
You,
I honestly think that I actually think we have a three-headed monster, to be honest with you. I really do. The way Nathan Carter ran, if they keep him, but the way he ran in preseason and the kind of running back he was at college at Michigan, I mean, I think we have a three-headed monster. He's a big guy. That joker, he can carry the rock.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
he
my
gonna
good.
see.
He
sleeper
I like to
good
right
see
at
what
there.
he got.
backup. He good at backup. Then you use
Yeah,
him as an asset. You trade. He's a tradable asset. But
yeah.
you only want to keep two. You don't want to water it down. Don't water it
Oh
down.
yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure, for sure.
two. I like two and
Yeah, he was
have
on
him
he was
coming
on the
through and
practice
get him.
squad
Yeah.
last year.
Nah, he was on the
Yeah,
roster. He made the
yeah.
roster.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's right, that's
They
right.
had
Yeah,
three backs. They had three
yeah,
backs.
yeah.
then I
I
would
still
like.
would like to see what he got though. I'm not trying to put him in the starting lineup or nothing like that. I just like to see what he got.
Yeah, you tell like people like that. You tell them, boy, go make your bones on special team. You want to stay on the roster, get on that
Yeah,
special team, do your
yeah.
thing.
He is on special
Get
teams.
out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is on
Show
special
out on
teams.
special team. That's what you need to do.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
And just in case we do lose Algier, we could go look at somebody like Jerome Ford, who has played in this scheme and has success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think that the core of this offense will stay together.
Mm-hmm.
But all of this is going to hinge on the quarterback because I look at it like this: if we keep the quarterback under a rookie contract, whether it's Michael Penix Jr. or any other quarterback, we can
Mm-hmm.
keep the core retained because your main position is under a rookie contract.
Right.
That's the whole, in my opinion, that's the only way all of this is going to work. If your quarterback is under a rookie contract, this is how you make all these deals.
Right. Right. Yeah. But Stefanski and Rees, they do have a job on their hands though, because you got to address the quarterback room. You got to address the Tyler Algier, then especially the wide receiver room, because either we need to well, we definitely have to bring in somebody. I'm not sold on Seal, and not saying that they can't do it.
No.
I'm just not looking at them to be dynamic enough for us to be contend for the playoffs if we strive to do that this season. Because like I told everybody during my podcast was when you scrap a team like we did, there is very few teams that have able to come back the following season and go into the playoffs immediately. You're looking at like almost a rebuild almost, and when you get rid of the general manager, the head coach, the coaching staff, you lose some players. It's all you might as well say you in the rebuild. You may as well say it. But like I said, it's very few teams that were able to make that turnaround and go immediately back into the playoffs. I want to say like only 3 teams have been able to do it. And
the Patriots just did it.
Yeah, the Patriots. I want to say it was Jacksonville did it, and I think it was Houston. Yeah, so like I said, it's very few teams. Not saying we can't. I hope we can. I'm hoping and truly say, hope and admit that Kevin Stefanski can make me stick my foot in my mouth about him. So I'm hoping he will make that turnaround.
It all's gonna come down to, like, I feel like with this team, it's all gonna come down to the development of the quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, big time. Because I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I went back and watched more footage on Michael Penix, and I watched for like 4 hours of Michael Penix, right? And it was all of him either in the pistol or in
shotgun.
In shotgun. Appreciate that. There was like no footage of him under center. I think the first time I've ever seen him under center is when he came here to play us. Came play for us at the tail end of when he came in the season before last. The last 4 games. I mean, I think that was the first time I ever seen him under center, right? And that's not saying he can't do it, but it's a lot to put on some legs that's been typically rebuilt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, that go back to the addition of Alex Van Pelt and what we were saying earlier. You're bringing in experience. You're bringing in a coach who understands the concepts of being a quarterback coach. You brought in DJ Williams. I don't know because y'all got ties from the Washington Redskins days, but where was the teaching? Where was the mechanics? Where was the refining of the basics?
There weren't any. I mean, the man came on national TV and said, "Man, look, I have no answers. I can't get no answers." So
they all was homeboys. It's like, it's like that's like in the regular job. You've been on the job for 5 months, 6 months. They bring in somebody new and they want you to train this person on everything about the company.
Right.
I'm still new on the job myself. I'm learning the same way you learning. So it's like, and then it's like, Raheem, you didn't see that. You didn't see, but that's why I understood what Raheem was doing. You had a young staff for a veteran quarterback, because if it worked with Kirk Cousins, as we seen the first 9 weeks when we were 6-3, Kirk Cousins' play on the field was covering up the mistakes or the deficiencies of the coaching staff, because nobody was complaining when we was winning. But once something happened and a decision had to be made, the incompetency of the coaching staff, it started showing. They didn't know how to make those brutal decisions for the team. Like when y'all said Kirk Cousins was hurt, you should have said he was hurt. All he had to do was sit out 4 weeks, come back, take us to the playoffs. Coming into 2025, if y'all felt like Michael Penix was ready, you should have had a quarterback competition during training camp between him and Kirk Cousins. The winner gonna start. Period. But no, Instantly, nope. Michael Penix Jr. the starter. And then you have another controversy to where you say your wide receiver core has no production, but you fire the wide receiver coach and your wide receiver core still has no production.
Right. Right. Sure, indeed.
Hopefully, with this staff, hopefully, man, they just unlock this offense. Like in my opinion, I see there is no reason for this offense not to be a top 10 consistently offense.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Everything's
your
gonna
thoughts
ride
on that, Three
on
Dirty?
Stefanski. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
everything. I feel like we need to have a brand new wide receiver room. Even if you keep Drake and Darnell Mooney, your wide receivers 3 through 5 or 3 through 6 need to be somebody new. Tight end room.
mhm.
I think we should move Charlie Warner to fullback full time. As for the offensive line, I already know we're gonna upgrade Elijah Wilkinson with Caleb McGarry if he comes back 100% healthy. But I can also see them upgrading to the center position,
Mm.
like getting a bigger center than Ryan Newsel. Yes,
Right.
Ryan Newsel was a top 5, top 10 center last year, but for a gap scheme, your center got to be a big guy. He got to be able to turn those hips and maul.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
And there was too many times last season we saw Ryan Newsel getting pushed into the lap of Michael Penix to where Michael Penix have to improvise on the play.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this, Three Dirty?
Hey man, I'm in agreement with most of it. My question is, okay, you're saying put Warner at fullback permanently. Um, what you gonna put him back there with, just to block? Is he gonna run or is he gonna, get out in the flat? What else he
Give
gonna do
him
besides just be the fullback?
give him all fullback duties. Like basically, you put Charlie Warner back there, we basically got another Patrick DeMarco. You give him all fullback duties. If he got to go out in the flats, if he got a chip block, you give him all the responsibilities of a fullback. He would no longer line up as a tight end. He's either gonna line up as a fullback or H back. But
Ooh.
moving forward, Charlie Warner would be in the backfield.
Well, if they're gonna do
Guaranteed.
that,
Oh my
I'll be
goodness.
fine with that. But just don't put him back there, and have him moving around, and he's not gonna be touching the ball.
You make him a fullback. You give
I
him all the you give him all the duties of a fullback. And with him being a former tight end, yeah, you can add in roll out to the flats or have him go out to the flats and then be that security blanket in front of Penix if you want to put your tight ends on the vertical seam. But just having him as a tight end converted to a fullback, that opens the playbook even more because now instead of like this past season, when Charlie Warner go on the field, it's a run play or this, that. Now with him being a fullback full time, you won't ever know.
There you
I
go.
like
That's what
I
I
like to
hear.
keep it. I like to keep the fullback position fluid, so the defense don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but that go back to
Keep
what
it
Tommy
fluid.
Rees said. The scheme is the scheme, but the way it look is not the way it is. It might look
Hmm.
like 12 personnel, but when the players hurt, it might not be that.
Because if he just back there to block, what I would do as a defensive coach is, hey, let's tie this guy up, and then we'll designate the second player or the second wave to focus on the ball carrier, or the quarterback drops back. We just slide by this guy that's keeping his makeshift fullback busy. But if he's touching the ball, either running it from time to time and getting in the flats, then they're going to have to make a different kind of commitment.
Coach on Chain said, will he get the dives up the middle on rundowns? I'm saying give Charlie Warner all
Oh,
fullback duties. Give
I
him
like that
all
idea
fullback
except for one
duties.
thing. Yeah, I like that idea except for one thing. I don't like the idea of taking him off of tight end, specifically because of our run game. Because he played such an important part in it. Because I'm not looking for Kyle Pitts to make the same kind of blocks that Charlie Warner would do. I don't know. I like the idea because Charlie Warner has played fullback, and we saw the results of it last year. He did come in for a few plays and block Bijan. And to coach's point, I mean the fake going up the middle with that dive. Oh, I mean against like Minnesota, quite a few guys bit on that. So even if it's a selling point, I'm all on board with it. I just don't like the idea of taking them off the edge of that out of the run game.
That's why I say keep it fluent, so you can still have him at his tight end spot, but you can bring different aspects to that fullback role, so the defense never get caught on to one player. You see what I'm saying?
But
So if
and that's why I was saying put him at fullback full time, because if you keep moving them back and forth, then they're gonna get the same idea. All right, when Charlie Warner go to fullback, it's gonna be a run play.
Yeah.
now if you got different players playing that fullback role, then you're not gonna know what's going on because you can
Yeah.
Yeah,
run or pass out of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
So that's keep him at his tight end
Yeah.
and do your thing. Keep it fluent at fullback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so with
remember
12
initially.
personnel, so
Say
with
what now?
12 personnel, would you rather have Kyle Pitts and Charlie Warner, or would you have Kyle Pitts and Joshua Simon, or do we still bring in a free agent tight end to pair up with Kyle Pitts? So since this offense
Jo-
does like to run a lot of 12 personnel, so do we bring
Yeah.
in, let's say we do bring in a David Njoku for 1 season or 2 seasons, and we got Pitts on one side and Njoku on the other side being our tight ends. Why not have Charlie Warner at fullback?
that Simon dude still got a lot to prove to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
We
still
haven't
got a
seen
lot to
enough
prove to
of
me.
him. Yeah. We haven't seen enough of him. So I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I like his size. You
And
know,
I see
I like
Kyle
his
Pitts.
speed.
I see Kyle Pitts getting better. A lot of
Yeah,
folks now I see him. He was actually better at blocking this year. You know what I mean? So like I see him continuing to get better.
Mm.
And you want the defense to not know what's going on, man. You don't want them to get locked in on one tight end or whatever. When they see
Right.
this, they're gonna expect this. No, when you see multiple guys coming in these sets, you don't know what's going on because they can run or pass out of each set. That's why I believe in being a multiple type offense. You know what I mean? A well balanced offense. So the defense
Right.
don't get keyed in on what you're doing.
yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
And
offense
then
definitely shouldn't be.
it shouldn't be stagnant. That's one
Yeah.
thing for sure.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't
Or
be predictable.
predictable. Yeah. There we go.
Right, right, right. Because it's
That's what we need
like,
to get away from.
because in my opinion, I've been saying this since I can say the last year of Arthur Smith's coaching before we hired Raheem and Zach. There is no
Mm.
reason why this offense should not be e- effective the same as the Detroit Lions. We can go for them outside of maybe the wide receiver core, but even that first year of Raheem, I felt like we could go with them player for player. They got Montgomery and Gibbs. We had Bijan and Algier. They got Laporta. We got Kyle Pitts. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, and who else is
Mm-hmm.
they other way? We got Drake. We got Mooney. We had Ray Ray. I still feel like to this day there is no reason we should not be an offense like the Detroit Lions. Even
Yeah.
when they lost their offensive coordinator, they were still a
Hey,
top 10 offense.
or better
Right.
than the Lions. We
In
definitely
my
had more
opinion.
weapons.
And then
Yeah.
once the quarterback position had got solidified in the way that it should have, there was no reason Kirk Cousins showed us those first 9 games. I was 6-3, and then he showed us again at the end of the season when he won 4 games in a row.
Right. Right.
So So what do you think was the Lions Achilles heel in the playoffs then? Because they didn't really look good to me.
That offensive coordinator.
This year, well, they didn't go to the playoffs
Going forward
this
on
year.
fourth down all the goddamn
Right.
time.
I was just
That's
about
what
to
it
say
cost them.
That offensive
Dan
coordinator.
Campbell.
Yeah.
But
Dan
like
Campbell,
this year,
being too aggressive. Just
but
because
like
that's
this
been
year.
your. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, go ahead, Big Will.
Like I was saying, just because that's been your motto all season long, you got to know the playoff is a whole nother season in itself. These
Facts.
guys are extensively watching film on just you. They got a whole, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about no other person in the season. This is one game, one all. They worried about
Right.
you. You keep on going for it on fourth down just because you did it in the past. That's not what you do in the playoff.
Right.
Come
And you
on
got
now.
to be able to adjust. You got to be able to adjust in the playoffs, man.
Right. Right.
And Dan
Right.
Campbell wasn't doing enough of that. That's what cost the Lions.
And they only really
Yeah.
needed to stop him maybe once or twice in the game to throw him off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then this year,
That's
the
predictable.
Lions' problem was their offensive coordinator, because there was at times when Dan Campbell had to take over play calling this year.
Yeah.
Like I understand
Yeah.
trying to keep it in house. Like, yes, okay, this guy has been with this guy for this amount of time. But if you are in a win now mode, if your team is built to win, you got to go get somebody. Like the same way, like that's why I hate to bring this up, but when he let go of Jimmy Lake, you should have let go of Zach Robinson and went and got some experience. But
Yeah.
you kept feeling like, well, he was with Sean McVay for this amount of time. So it
He
should
did
look
right. He
like
did
this
right
and
what
it
he
should
needed to
work
do.
by this.
He did right what he needed to do because they had gone. That's what we needed. You
Right.
did the right thing, Raheem. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach on Chain said that the Lions lost two offensive linemen this year also.
Yeah.
The offensive
Yeah.
line is important. Just look at what the Bears did. They made sure, okay, when Ben Johnson got there, first thing we're gonna do is fix this offensive line,
Well,
fix that defensive line.
we ain't gonna use the excuses this year when they went to the playoff and they had like about 17 guys get injured. We ain't gonna use the injury bug this year. No,
Right.
you gotta have your depth set just like we had to have ours. Our depth
Mhm.
was weak, and we
Yeah.
couldn't sustain through the season. Like when Diablo got hurt, we felt it.
Yeah.
We
Facts.
felt every bit of.
Exactly.
That's what everybody talking
Boo-wee.
about the big. Everybody talking about the big guy. We need a big guy in the middle. That when we lost that wasn't when the run game went downhill. It's when he got hurt. When
Yep.
he
Yeah.
got hurt, the
Yeah.
run game went downhill.
And
Yeah.
I
You
feel
don't
like
Yeah.
always need like a 350 type pound guy. You need somebody who could take on double teams and win to stop the
Right.
run game. He don't have to
Yeah.
be no fat motherfucker. He just got to
Almost
be
made
Yeah.
it.
you know what I'm saying? He just
Hey,
got to be
look,
and
one.
people talk about this guy, man, and and he'll come cheap too. But people talk about his off-field stuff, and I think it was just a one-off, But
Who that?
Christian Wilkins,
Oh no, that motherfucker weirdo. That's a weirdo.
hey,
That ain't
that,
just all season. He do some weird stuff in the
hey,
locker room. No
hey,
sir,
hey,
hey,
go
no
but
back
he
sir.
to
That
look,
June
guy's a
with
little
that.
he a little zesty. He can stay
but
on
look,
with a
check
little
it
zesty,
though,
boy.
but check it though. He left the Raiders, went to Miami, and he didn't lose a step. He did the same thing in Miami without distraction.
What was
So I
their record?
mean,
What was their record?
well, it's not about the record; it's what he was able to do on the field.
See, they distracted up in the locker room when the shower time.
What
Don't nobody want to take a
what
shower. Everybody going home stinking and
get that?
shit. On the
Hey,
plane
get that!
stank up.
Hey, get that man one of those outside showers or something. But I think that man do the job on that field, man. I mean,
Hey, was you watching the video they popping up on this man in clips and grabbing on this
Bruh.
yeah,
man
Oh
balls and
man.
yeah,
asshole and all? What the
yeah.
hell?
He was doing a little too much. But I just like what he do on that field, man. Shit, bro.
Shit,
I mean, he do the job. He's
everybody already
exactly what
think
we need. He's when you said take on double teams and win.
he
That's
take
that
on
guy.
double teams, all right. We already everybody think folk gay down here, not knowing all these folks from that down here ain't from here. Yeah, I
Hey,
mean, we
he should
just a
fit in
sample.
there.
we
He
just,
should fit in there.
Well, we already ain't been them allegations right now. We got to go on
No,
and
Man,
move
look,
on, man.
no,
hey,
look. I tell
we talked
people all
about
the
that
time,
last
look,
night, man.
look. I tell people all the time. I say, listen, you want to know how people who say they from Atlanta ain't really from Atlanta? They say how? Because they say they from Atlanta. Somebody who's from
Hmm.
Atlanta gonna say where they from. I'm from
Yeah,
Yeah, the
here. I'm
area
from
they from.
yeah,
Exactly.
like
There you go.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm
and
saying. Like they see a lot of gay people down here because we accept everybody down here. They think Atlanta just get no. These folks ain't
Yeah,
from here, bruh. They not
yeah,
from here. But we
yeah.
gonna accept that money. If you got money, we gonna accept your money. Come
We're gonna
on,
accept
spend
it.
your money.
You got that hustle. You can survive here.
Right, spend your money. Come on,
Got
we
to be able to
good.
survive.
We ain't
Yeah,
gonna deny motherfucker cause he a little fruity, little zesty. Whatever you do at your house, that's you at your house.
yeah,
Long you bringing
yeah.
money, long you bringing money into the city. You bringing money
Right.
into the city, we good.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
question for y'all. So when we release Kirk Cousins before March 13th, we'll only have one
No, they
quarterback on
just
this
gotta
roster.
designate him before March 13th. He can be a
yeah,
post June cut, but they just gotta tell the league that they're gonna make him a post June cut before
Right,
March 13th.
yeah,
right.
So yeah.
yeah.
So in saying that, we only gonna have one quarterback on the roster. If y'all could
Right.
have three choices, whether it's free agency or the draft, who would you like for the Falcons to bring in here as a quarterback? Because you already know we're
I'm
probably gonna have
I'm gonna
three
say Joe.
quarterbacks.
I'm gonna say Joe Flacco and an undrafted. That's where I go.
Joe Flacco.
Undrafted quarterback and Joe Flacco.
Okay.
Hmm. Interesting.
What about you, Cowboy?
I'm gonna go way off the beat on this one. Uh, I'm going Garoppolo.
You got
I'm
to you
going
got to
Okay.
give
Garoppolo.
him compensation. You got to give compensation for him.
Uh,
Nuh-uh. Jimmy
He,
G a free agent.
oh, he a free agent
yeah,
this
he'll
year?
free. Yeah,
Yep.
he'll free agent.
Oh shit! You bringing
Yeah,
the,
he'll
the
free
porn
agent.
star down here in the strip club city? I don't know. He gonna show up for me? He gonna show up for me?
Man, but I like Jimmy. I like Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Uh,
good. Yeah,
he a
I
tough
go for
guy.
Jimmy. I go for
Now,
Jimmy.
if if they go a different route, and prefer bringing in like a journeyman type guy, I'm going Geno Smith or either Tyrod. But
Okay.
Oh no.
I like Jimmy though.
Leave old Gino, pick a sickle, leave him alone,
I
boy.
mean, you look, we just looking for a guy. We just looking for a guy. We just really looking for a guy that could come in and sustain until Penix gets truly
He
developed
he
and
can't sustain.
and
He gonna
health
be
and
if
healthy.
Penny be out 4 games, he gonna be throw about 30 interceptions before Penny get back. So that shit.
But
All right,
he'll
three.
come cheap too though.
All right, three
I bet
dirty.
he will.
What's your options?
Uh, well, first of all, like I said earlier, man, it just depends on um, knowing when Penix is probably going to be back. But just right now, I would go get a big veteran. Oh, no. I can't get Daniel, right? Daniel Jones.
Dane
Uh-uh.
Jones.
Well,
Can I get him?
that's if the
That
coach
man.
don't sign him.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
it all
my
depends.
whole thing about Daniel Jones or going after a quarterback like Daniel Jones will be going back into the same situation we
Be the
just left
Kirk
with Kirk
Cousin
Cousins.
again.
Well, it,
Off for injury, giving big money.
okay.
But he ain't going
I
nowhere
would.
anyway. Indianapolis finna sign him back. So you ain't even got to worry about him. He ain't finna be an option.
Yeah.
Well, I would try to work with Kurt. If Kurt talk a little bit shaky, I like I just said, and get an undrafted.
I wouldn't mess with Kerr. I don't like his mental. He ain't showed me enough this year. I don't like
For
how
me,
he, yeah, I don't
But
like him.
for
so,
for me, I would go get a veteran guy, but a young guy. So somebody like Kenny Pickett, Trey Lance.
Huh?
Yeah, I would get a young
Kenny
guy
Pickett?
because they coming in here knowing You only the backup. You're not coming in here to be the starter. You only backup. And then, as y'all stated, the undrafted quarterback. Now, if for some reason they said that they wanted to draft a quarterback in the second or third round, I would look at Ty Simpson, Garrett Nussmeier, or Carson Beck.
See, that's sending the wrong message then. If you go get somebody in second, third, they're telling me you don't believe in Penix.
No, it don't.
Period. Yes, you do. Second and third, you don't believe. That's not a developmental pick. That's somebody you believe gonna put some time in for you.
Yeah.
So if you go second or third and get a quarterback, that's telling me you don't believe in Penix. Now, if you told me you went seventh, sixth, or seventh round, that's somebody as a development. But second and third, those are not development players. Those are guys you think gonna put in time. So if I see that, that's showing me that y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't believe in Penix.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So, I see exactly what you're saying. So probably like in the fourth or fifth round, I would look into a quarterback just to add to the quarterback room. Because at some point, even if Michael Penix is their guy, we're going to have to bring in a young quarterback.
Yeah, they're gonna bring in competition for him. They're gonna bring competition in for him. But like for me, if I'm looking at it, like for me, I think Penix gonna be ready. If it ain't no setback, he's gonna be ready. They already say he'll be ready by June. So like, if it ain't no setbacks, then he's gonna be good. So I'm thinking that's why you keep hearing Matt Ryan telling him, hey, just focus on your rehab. That's it.
Yeah.
And by him going through it, he had been through it before, he know how to tackle the situation. So all I have Michael Penix doing is being straight on tape. All he doing, watching tape. Everybody, Van Pelt been trained on footwork, everything, tape. That's all you doing. You watching tape. Because soon you get off that table, guess what you doing? That's what you doing. There's already muscle membranes in your head. Now you just got to go put it to the field. That's all. That's all I'm doing right now. So that's why when I said I'm bringing in a veteran like Joe Flacco and the undrafted gonna be the what you call the competition for him. You bring in that undrafted trying to earn him a spot, he gonna push Penix. Now you got the old guy gonna teach Penix. You got the young guy gonna push Penix. But you're not making Penix. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you don't believe in him, but you still got the competition on him.
Hey, Will, I'm gonna tell you. So, I'm gonna tell you when I'm looking at. If you throw that in there, somebody who's gonna push Penix. I can't think of no other guy that's gonna be better at pushing Penix to be the best starting quarterback there is that he can be outside of Jameis Winston.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, if you want somebody to push Penix,
as far as a competition guy, yeah, he is that guy. But that motherfucker is weird to me, man. He's weird.
He is weird.
He got an omen behind him. Hold on, like he got an omen behind him. No team he went to has been winning. No team he been in their locker room has been winning. Everybody.
But look who he went to though. The Saints, the Giants. I mean, come on, none of those guys, the Browns, nobody was winning.
I'm telling you, that's why you go get a young quarterback to light that fire. Because you go get an old quarterback, he gonna be like, all right, I know this is my job when I come back.
Yeah.
Right now, he know it's his job, but to keep that confidence and to keep that fire lit, you got to bring in competition.
Yeah.
See, he don't know it's his job if you bring in Joe Flacco, who just put in good numbers at Cincinnati when Joe Burrow was down. You don't know it's your job when Joe Flacco can play that good. Then you bring in that undrafted guy who wants a job. You don't know that's your job. You still got to fight for it. But if I'm spending compensation, now I got no choice but to give time to this quarterback I spent compensation on. You know what I'm saying? Like because I spent this on them because that make as Michael Penix, I'm like, damn, they really don't believe in. They spent the draft pick to get this dude. They don't believe in it. But if you bring competition in as a competitor, you gonna compete. Period. I'm gonna compete. But if you sit there and spend a draft pick that we already didn't have, nigga, you don't believe in me. We don't have many draft picks.
Yeah. See, that's why I hate. That's why I'm so upset with Kirk Cousins, man. Because when you think of veteran, when you think of a guy that can still play, you know, at the very least, you thought he was gonna be able to keep mentoring Penix, or so we thought. So when Penix came on national TV and said he didn't have any help, I was actually shocked because I'm like, wait a minute, he got Cousins right there. Why Cousins couldn't help him? So that tells me that Cousins didn't come
scared. Instead of being a confident starting quarterback and being like, we already told you, this is your job. We already told you, this is your job for 2 years. Even when they drafted Penix, they said Kirk Cousins is starting quarterback for the next 2 years.
You could tell that they promised him that. They promised him that, but he was playing so fucking bad without telling them. You gave them no choice but to bench you, bro. Raheem Moore gave you every opportunity, bro. When everybody was thrashing Raheem Moore, he gave you every opportunity. All you had to say, bro, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm hurt. You know what I mean? Let the young guy come in for a minute.
But they go back to Raheem.
You know what I'm saying?
You as the head coach.
I'm talking about,
You as the head coach, if you put him on injury reserve, he stay on injury reserve. Don't let him talk you out of it. But since y'all got this buddy relationship and you taking it personal, you had to put him back out there instead of just letting him sit those 3-4 games. We already had a bye week, so he only would have set out 3 games. Then came back and took us into the playoffs.
Yeah, because he was very unprofessional about that one, man. Very. I actually thought he would be better than that, man. I mean, I did a whole content on him, man. And I thought for sure that he would be that guy, and pull another Chris Chandler, and at least get us to the playoffs. You know,
come on. There was no reason why we should not have went to the playoffs in 2024.
Yeah, that pissed me off, man. I really did. That pissed me off.
But yeah, almost coming up on this 2-hour mark. So let everybody say their last words and let the YouTube streets know where they can find you. Let's start out with you, 3 Dirty.
Sorry about that. I kind of tuned out.
You tuned out.
Giving our last words and
what you wanted to hear, man. We weren't saying what you wanted to hear, 3 Dirty.
Okay. Hey man, when that plate hit the table, man, you got to come to the table.
You got that. Oh, okay. I see. I got you.
Yeah.
So you weren't tuned out. You was just decked out. You weren't tuned out.
You were tuned in. You were tuned in to that plate.
Hey man, it's gonna continue to be an interesting off season. My main thing is I'm looking forward to knowing when Penix gonna come back. I'm not even really worrying about the free agencies and all of that till I know when my quarterback gonna be back, and we'll move forward from there. But man, we got a lot of content creators on this panel. 3 Dirty is not a content creator; he's just an old retired Marine. Like to talk about the Falcons.
Don't you say that. Content creator ain't got shit to do with you knowing football, 3 Dirty. You got
no. I'm just talking about the work, man. Y'all put a lot of work, bro. I'm gonna tell you, the Adam platform, you got to put in a lot of work, man. That's what I'm talking about.
There's a lot of work to go into it for sure.
Yeah. And everybody got their point of view, man, and these discussions are good for the fans. I'm pretty sure they learned something today. And I'm looking forward to, just moving forward toward the season. And in the words of Georgia Texas boy, the new era.
Yes, sir. The new era is here.
And anytime that link drop, I do like Big Will. If I got time, I'm jumping in there, and we're gonna talk Falcon football. So again, thanks Georgia Texas boy for dropping that link and letting me come in there. And I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Big Will.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, y'all already know, man. Hey, let's just stay patient and see the vision. Let's look at the process and see the vision that Matt Ryan got set for the team. And let's see what he got cooking. But y'all know, y'all follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube, on Will the Georgia Reaper. Catch me on Wednesday nights on everything Atlanta sports. And whatever AFN got going on, if I got time and they drop the link, I'm in there. You already know.
Right, it is.
Yes, sir. Cowboy, let them know where to find you.
Oh man, y'all saving me, huh? Okay, but shout out to big love to everybody showing up, man, holding it down for us today, man. We realize it's a Sunday, and no games, but we still got a lot of Falcon content to put out. got a lot of powerhouse. This powerhouse lineup we got going on here on this panel. So huge shout out to the incredible minds you guys bring. You know, bringing that energy, the expertise, the insights, man. Like I said, I always learn something new every time I get on somebody's channel, man. It's absolute fun for me because I love talking Falcon football. Period. You know, to everybody in the chat, man, that's live in the chat, you guys, man, you guys are the reason why we do this. You are the heartbeat of the show. We can talk to anybody on the street, right? But to have you guys come in, man, we appreciate you guys. All the questions, all the hype, even the one that comes in and troll. You know, we welcome you all, right? Y'all keep us on our toes, man. Keep this experience what it is. Keep doing what I'm doing because, like I said, I love talking to Falcon football, right? But to all my followers, man, y'all keep getting me up there. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers, man. Y'all keep on coming on in here, subscribing to Atlanta Falcon Fandemic on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and I'm about to start another channel too. So look out for that. Look out for that link to drop too as well. GATBOI, man, look, appreciate you bringing me on as always, man. It's always a pleasure to be on your show, man. We need to get your boy 3 Dirty on the show too, because you know he ducking and dodging. And we ain't gonna keep letting you do that, 3 Dirty. We ain't gonna keep letting you do it, brother. I'm gonna keep calling you out every time you come on, man. So, but think about it, man. Think about it. It's all about doing you on your channel, man. But Texas boy, man, appreciate you having me on, bro.
Hey, man, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. Everybody for watching. Hey, man, y'all are my inspiration. Part of my inspiration to jump out here on these YouTube streets. I be telling my wife all the time, once I get done doing a stream or somebody that came on the show, I say, sweetie, I'm out here about to be YouTube famous. I done had such and such come on the show. If he come on the show, come on now. I'll be like, man. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for joining the show, man. And just hopefully after this conversation today, this staff that Kevin Stefanski put together actually maximize Michael Penix, and we can finally get some stability at the quarterback position, and we can finally take over the throne in the NFC South and get us back in the playoffs. But once again, this is another episode of GATXBOI Speak. I thank everybody for coming. The new era is here. God bless y'all and have a good rest of your Sunday.
Shout out to Trey.